John Zwald was a farmer and a Swiss immigrant, twice widowed. Around the age of 52, his health began to fade and he was very confused and wept openly. He asked his son to hitch up the buggy and drive him into town, where in the presence of Judge Henry, the sheriff, and his son Joseph, he confessed to the brutal murder of both of his wives. He told how in Minnesota, he and his first wife Katrina were married for about 6 years and had 4 beautiful children together. They were so happy. Then Katrina began drinking straight whiskey quite heavily. She became abusive, swearing and yelling at him and the children. When he could take it no more, he bought some arsenic, put it in her whiskey bottle, and she drank it all down. John said that even though she was dying, she would not stop talking. When she finally died, it was peaceful, and he buried her. After a few years, he and the children moved to Nebraska, where he met a widow named Jenny. He needed a wife, and the children needed a mother, so he and Jenny were married. Things were okay at first, and then Jenny became mean as well, according to John. She made him sleep in the barn with the cows. When he'd had enough of that, he got into their marital bed. He was so angry, he took his nightshirt off, threw it over her head, stuffed it in her mouth to stop her screaming. John held on. He said he hadn't meant to kill her, just to show her who was boss. He dragged her body out to the barn, put a noose around her neck, and then kicked a barrel over to make it look like suicide. When the townsfolk started talking, however, he decided it was time to pack up and move to California, where thankfully he did not marry a third wife. When John had finished with his confessions, he told the sheriff he was ready to pay for his crime. The sheriff laughed and said, "The old coot is nuttier than a Christmas fruitcake." So John Zwald, much to his surprise, was a free man. Was he an abused husband simply trying to protect his children, or was he a cold-blooded murderer? Only John, Katrina, and Jenny know the answer to these questions, and well, none of them are talking. I will leave you with this, though. A reporter from the Sacramento Bee interviewed John, and this is what he said. Zwald is about 5'4", with sandy hair, blue eyes, a red mustache, and chin whiskers. He has one noticeable feature. Although a small man, his arms are of an extraordinary length, and his large, bony hands give the appearance of a strangler.